Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today, hopefully it's going to be a short video. We're going to torque up the cylinder heads and adjust the cylinder heads to fit the S&S intake manifold. I did have to go suffer a little setback. It's not really major, but I'm trying to figure this out right now. And if you look here, I had to pull the transmission. I actually put the rotor and the stator in here. But I had a hard time mating up the inner primary to get this to where it should be. So I pulled the transmission just to see what the deal was with it. And in the end, it turns out that I didn't adjust the shifter forks to the ratchet top. So let's go over there and just take a quick look before we start working on the heads. Okay, so this is the 4-speed ratchet top transmission. I did not align the ratchet top with the shifter forks, and as I was having in the bike, I kept trying to shift it and it wouldn't shift. So I'm waiting for the tool to come in to align, will actually align this with the top. You can kind of do it by hand, but you really need to be kind of precise by putting these in the middle to get neutral and to get it right. So I'm just waiting for the tool to come in. We'll get that set up, get that done, because the transmission looks awesome. It doesn't look like there's any issues with this transmission at all. I didn't take it apart. I just pulled the cover because I wanted to get a look inside. And if I needed to have it rebuilt, I'd rebuild it. But it looks fine. Not seeing any gears that are broken or anything like that. So, all right, let's move back over to the motor. Okay, so we're going to tighten the cylinder bolts to 65 foot-pounds. Then we have to move these. So you can move these around to adjust for the intake manifold. This is an S&S intake, and at which size it goes like that. So this is an S&S intake, so we're going to fit that in there like that, and then once we align this up, we're going to lock a couple of these bolts in, and then we'll have to keep checking it as we go around and make sure that we didn't get out of the alignment. So let me remove some of these rags, and we'll get the torque wrench set up, and then we'll start doing that. Okay, so here we have the heads. The cylinder bolts are actually oversized from where they go in, so you can actually move these heads a little bit. So the S&S I remember was at the top. So we're going to kind of lock this in. See if I can turn this way. And it looks like they have to be pretty much right where they're at right there. They got to be all kind of turned in like that to get a good seal. We're going to lock this in. Let me tighten this down. Tighten this one down over here. And we'll tighten this one down. I just want to stop it from moving. I'm not setting any kind of torque on this. Goes like that. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. So that looks like that lines up pretty well. So let me go on the other side. We'll tighten up the other side, and then I'll come back over here. Okay, so I've tightened up the heads, so they're not going to move right now. So let's just check this again. And it still looks like it's pretty good all the way around. So I think we're going to be good with this. Let me just check this a little bit more. So I think we're going to be good with that. So let's we're going to start off with 20 pounds, and we're going to go to 40, then 60, then the final to 65. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 25, 45, and 65 rather than going back and forth. So as long as we have this thing at 90 degrees like this, or we have it straight up like that, we don't have to worry about any kind of calculations to do the torque. So we'll do 90. So the first one's going to be 25. I'm going to do here, then across the other side. We got to go back and forth in a crisscross pattern. All right, so we get 25 there, 25 there. We're going to have to change this one, I think, to do straight. I don't think I can get in there like that. 25 there. We'll have to do 90 over here, 90 there, and then we'll do 90 over here. All right, we got 25 there. All right, so now we'll do 45 there, 45 there, 45 there, 45 there. Okay, so I've torqued the rear head down to 65. I'm at 45 on this one, so we're going to do 65 on the front cylinder now, front head anyway. 65 there. Okay, so we are at 65 all the way around. All right, so that's it. So let's fit the intake manifold. We can put that, might as well put that on there while we got it here and get that out of the way. So we can kind of set those up like that for now. Oops. So it's easier if you just take these all out. I have to try to fit anything around there. So we want the S&S to be on the top. So we're going to fit this around here to start off with like that. Now that's if I can get it up there. All right, so if you roll this up like this, if I can get this the way it's supposed to be, you just kind of roll this on the top. Somehow, how did I do this before? All right, anyway, you want to roll that onto the big part. So where's the S&S? S&S is right here. This damn throttle cable's in the way again. So we put that up here like that. And then just kind of roll that down into there. We check the other side. So that's in there like that. Then we can take these, just kind of put them around there like that. Same thing with this one. We're probably going to have to adjust this when we get the carburetor on it, but we screw these in. Okay, it looks like this. Can't see all the way around, but it looks like there's going to be a good seal there, so I think we're all set. We're going to have to loosen this anyway and adjust this, you know, up or down once we get the carburetor on there, but I think that's it. So we got the heads all done, rockers all done, everything's torqued the way it should be. I've got the cork washers in here for the push rods, so we can actually do that coming up pretty soon. Let's go back over to the other side of the bike. Okay, so this was the issue I had with this bottom bolt, was hitting the frame. Now, if you look on this one that came on the bike, might be hard to tell, but you can see right here that they shaved some of that off. I did the same thing for this one, so now it does clear the frame, but I couldn't get this fit flush against this. So that's why I took the transmission off. So you can see this one, this is the one that I cracked. I brought the bearing down too far, broke this right out, and then broke that, because it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, this is the same one, still got the same numbers, 60620-74 EQ1. Same thing, the only problem is that this right here is for the mid-shift. This came off an FX. So I just had to plug this hole up, and I thought the bolt that I put through here was hanging this up. That's why I pulled the transmission to see if it was a transmission issue. So we'll get back to work on that pretty quick. I'm just waiting for that tool to come in. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So we got the motor all torqued down the way we want to. We can probably do the push rods here coming up pretty soon. Then I can put the transmission back in and we can get moved forward with this. The timeline for this is still sometime in June, early July. I expect to finish this. Once it gets warmer out, I'm not going to be able to devote a whole lot of time to finishing this up because I have so much work to do on the property right now. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.